A Mishnah on Daf Chof Beis Amud Beis. A woman who gives birth has to bring two birds, a chatas and a oila. That's if she gives birth. What if she has a suffix if she gave birth? Something came out, she's not sure if it was a birth, not a birth. She's not sure if it's a vlad. So the oila part, you could always bring bitnai. If I owe it as a leda, fine. If not, I'll bring it as oila. The chatas comes from something specific. Now, typically, if she gave birth and she brings the chatas, then the kohen could benefit from the chatas. He could eat part of it. Over here, we have a problem, because if she didn't give birth, now you just performed the malika on this poor bird. You cut its neck. And you can't eat it because it is a nevela. So isha she'evia chatas ha'oif sofik imat shelo nimlaka noida lo sheyolda. So what if she brought it? She designated it, and before they were able to do the malika, she found out yes, she indeed had a child, and for that child she has to bring a regular chatas, not a sofik chatas. Taseno vadai. So she brings it as a vadai. Shemiminchi mevia al hoida mevia al hoida. It's the same exact bird. You just switch its designation. Beforehand, you're bringing the bird as a suffix. Now you bring it as a vadai, and the kohen gets to eat it. That's all good. Now from here, all the way to the end of the Mishnah on Daf Chof Gimel Amud Aleph, 2/3 down, we're going to have 5 cases, and they're basically it's on OneDrive. I didn't want to wake you up in that. What? Yeah? Oy, that's not good. We try to do Google Drive for Yosef. I don't know where he is. Maybe he's up working on the daf all night. Akopodim. We're going to do 1 or 2 cases. Okay, we can do all cases. They're all the same. They all have the same concept. We're going back to the case where a person had 2 pieces of meat in front of him. He had a piece of chulin and he had a piece of kodesh. And he ate one of them. Now we had the machloikis. He had a suffix. He doesn't know if he ate or not. Suffix, right? It's possible that he ate chulin, he's not chayiv. On the tzad that he ate kodesh, he could bring Hashem Tali according to only Rebbe Kiva, because it's Me'ilah. We're talking about maybe it's Moil. And do you bring Hashem Tali on Me'ilah or not? Machlokes Rebbe Kiva and Chachamim. Okay. So a guy, there's a bunch of cases here, because what happened was, let's say he ate 1 piece. According to Chachamim, how many does he bring? If he ate 1 piece, so it's 1 suffix. You don't bring on a suffix. So according to Chachamim, no carbon. According to Rebbe Kiva, you bring 1 Hashem Tov. What happens if you ate both pieces? Rabbi Yisai, you ate both pieces. So what's in his stomach right now? 100% that he ate kodesh. Even Chachamim agree that he brings an asham, not a tali, because he for sure ate mila. So according to everybody, Hashem Tov. What happens if he ate 1 piece and then his friend came along and ate another piece? According to Rebbe Kiva, again, each one has an asham tali. Why? Each one is a suffix. Each one is a suffix. We have a small little problem here, because the second guy only had 1 piece in front of him, and he ate that 1 piece. So obviously, Rebbe Kiva holds you don't need 1 out of 2 pieces. In order to bring Hashem Tali, it's enough to have 1 piece in front of you. Yisachar is going to do the math for me. He said he promised me. He didn't bring me the math yet. Whether or not the suffix continues at the same level when you have that piece, fine. What? If you have a suffix, a 50-50, and you remove 1 of the pieces, how much of the suffix remains? You told me you're going to write up the math for me.
It's 1 in 25. Right now?
Now,
that's what you suggested.
Reb Shimon says, Rabbi said, Reb Shimon says, and he's consistent with this throughout all 5 cases. Just sometimes he says it on 2 korbanos, sometimes he says it on 1, sometimes he adds a little bit, but it's the same idea. Reb Shimon says, why should each one bring him Asham Tali? There's one piece of Kodesh here. Only one of them ate the piece of Kodesh. So you know what you do? You buy one Asham Tali, and you do it here. Gary, where's Gary? Here, like this. Okay? It's good? I'm to the right. For a second, though. And Reb Shimon says, you bring it b'shutfus, and each one makes a t'nai. If I owe it, it's mine. If you owe it, it's yours. End the story. And Rabbi Yossi says, there's no such thing as buying a carbon b'shutfus, so you go back up to Rabbi Akiva, each one to bring a Asham Tali. Okay, really, Rabbi Yossi, it should say over here, Rabbi Akiva and Rabbi Yossi. Fine. But the concept is, according to Rabbi Yossi, you don't bring, there's no such thing as b'shutfus, and so holds Rabbi Akiva. So now let's see inside. What?
What's he adding? He's a third shita, or is he adding something?
Sometimes it's different, but usually it's the same as Rabbi Akiva.
So it's a double tonight.
Zok, it's not 5 minutes. Zok the Mishnah. Chaticha shel, I'm going to say this every day. Chaticha shel chulin v'chaticha shel hegdish. Yeah, our case. One piece of chulin, one piece of hegdish. So what's the difference? What's the problem here? Hegdish is a question of mi'ila or not mi'ila. Do you bring Asham Tali or mi'ila? Rabbi Akiva holds yes, Chacham say no. Ochal achas mem v'nidei is mem ochal potter. He had a suffix. So according to Tanna Kama, why is he potter? What are you smiling about? According to Tanna Kama, why is he potter? I know why. According to Rabbi Akiva, why are you potter? Not according to Rabbi Akiva. Sorry, according to Tanna Kama, why are you potter? Because the only way you're chayiv is because maybe you did meila, but you potter. You don't bring a carbon Asham Tali on meila according to Chachamim. Rabbi Akiva mechayiv Asham Tali, and that's the famous machlokes that we had the other day. Akiva says no, Asham Tali do bring. But what if he put both of them to his body? So now, 100% he has a piece of kodesh in his body. Then even Chachamim are moida maybe Asham Vadai. Here's where it becomes interesting. Now, two people ate it, so it's 100% in one of their bodies. Zeh mevi Asham Talui, v'zeh mevi Asham Talui. Divrei Rabbi Akiva. So Rabbi Akiva is back to Shita that you bring Asham Tali on a suffix mi'ila. And since each one has a suffix mi'ila, so each one brings Asham Tali. Reb Shimon Oimer, Shnei Mevim Asham Echad. So comes Reb Shimon and says his chidush, I bring it b'shutfus. Reb Yossi Oimer, Eim Shnei Mevim Asham Echad. No, you cannot bring a carbon b'shutfus. There is one case that Rashi points out all the way at the end of the Mishnah, that Rabbi Yossi does say you could bring a carbon b'shutfus. And we'll see when we get there. Next case. One piece of chaylev. So what changes in this case? If we go to this case, right over here, one piece of chaylev. Yeah, okay, so sometimes there is a Tanna Kama, sometimes there isn't.
So it's not kodesh.
What's this case? It's not kodesh. So if it's not kodesh, it's a piece of chaylev. Even the Tanna Kama holds that on a suffix you bring a Asham Tali. They only say on a suffix mi'ila, on kodesh you don't bring. But over here, everybody's going to say that if you ate one piece, you have to bring a Asham Tali. If you ate both pieces, according to everybody, you bring what? A chatos on the chaylev. So it just changes, but the idea is the same. If two people ate it, each person brings Asham Tali, and there's no Tanna Kama, that's like the Tanna Kama and Rabbi Akiva are the same. Reb Shimon would say, you bring a chatos b'shutfus, not a Asham Vadei b'shutfus, a chatos b'shutfus. And then Rabbi Yossi says, ain't carbon b'shutfus. Inside, chatichas chaylev, one of them is a piece of chaylev, not a piece of kodesh like we said before. V'chatichas chulin, ochal achas men benu yedei zimem ochal, maybe Asham Talui. Why do you bring Asham Tali? Because even Chachamim admit that it's a chaylev. We're not talking about mi'ila here. We're talking about a regular suffix. If I was over avera, if you have a suffix, I bring Asham Tali. So there's no suffix anymore.
Make a difference if a goy was one of the people. The previous case.
No, just that the guy doesn't have to bring anything. Natan, come over here. Sit next to me. If somebody brought somebody ate the first piece, two people ate both pieces. Rabbi Isai, Zeh mevi Osham Tolui, Zeh mevi Osham Tolui. Now, you can take out the words of Rebbe Kiva because everybody talks about Osham Tolui. Everybody admits that's Osham Tolui, not just Rebbe Kiva. Rebbe Shimon Oy Mishnei Meviim Chatas Achas. You have a shutvus situation, you only bring one carbon b'shutvus. Because there's only one piece of chaylev, and they make a deal. They make it tonight. If I'm the guy that's over, if you're the guy that's over, I'm moichel you, you're moichel me, it's mine, it's yours, tonight. So
what do?
They bring one carbon, and whoever owes that carbon, it becomes his carbon. The carbon costs $1,000, each one pitches in 500, and I'm moichel you, and you're moichel me. If it's you, if you owe the chatas, what? So each one brings, like the Tanakama, yeah, each one brings a Hashem Tov.
Double tonight.
Chatichas chaylev, chatichas kodesh. Oh, so here it changes a little bit. Now we have an isra in each one. You have kodesh and chaylev. So, but you only ate one piece. You only ate one piece. Now it's not a suffix if you did me'ilah. It's either you over or you're over. So now you have to bring the Osham Tali regardless. Because either 100% you ate Kodesh, either 100% you ate Chaylev, but you ate the Isser. According to one, hold on. If you ate both pieces, what do? Now you ate both pieces. So if you ate Chaylev 100%, B'shoigeg, you bring a Chatas. If you ate Kodesh 100%, you bring a Osham Vadai. So since you ate both 100%, so you bring both, a Chatas and Osham Vadai. Now if two people ate it, so Rebbe Kiva says each one brings Osham Tolui, and Reb Shimon says you bring the Chatas and Osham B'Shutfus. Again, a partnership. Why should each one bring a Chatas and a Osham? Just bring it as a partnership. Zok the Mishnah. Chatichas Chaylev Chatichas Kodesh. Ochal achas mehen beni de ezem ochal. Maybe Osham Tolui. So. He brings Osham Talui. Ochal Sashniyo, maybe Chatos V'Osham Vadai. So now that he ate the second one, then it became 100%. Ochal Echad Sarishoino Ba'achar Ba'achal Sashniyo. If two people pitched in to do the two Averas, Zeh maybe Osham Talui, V'Zeh maybe Osham Talui. Because they don't know what they were over on. He can't bring a Chatos because maybe he ate the Kodesh and he has to bring a Osham. And he can't bring a Osham because maybe he has to bring a Chatos because he ate the Chaylev. So each one brings Osham Talui. They do a partnership, and each one says, if I ate the chaylev, the chatas is mine and the osham is yours. If you ate the chaylev, the chatas is yours and the osham is mine. So this is very interesting, this case. No, this makes sense. That there were two pieces of chaylev, they looked the same, but one had a little more on it. So, on the chaylev, you have to bring a chatas regardless. And you ate a chaylev here. No matter what, you ate chaylev. The question is if you ate chaylev and a kodesh. Now, on the kodesh part, you don't bring Osham Tali according to the Tanakama because you don't bring on Safek Mila. So you bring one chatas. According to Rebbe Kiva, you have to bring the chatas that the Tanakama says, but you also have to bring Osham Tali for the tzada, maybe I ate the kodesh. That's Rebbe Kiva. So therefore, Rebbe Kiva says chatas v'osham tolui. Now, if two people ate it, if he ate both, now he has to bring both. That's not a shayla. He brings a chatos for the chaylev. A chatos for the chaylev on the first piece, but a chatos on the chaylev. That's what's tricky here. The concept is the same. But if he ate both pieces for sure on two halamas, so he has to bring two chatos plus Osham Vadai on the Kodesh. Very simple. He ate two pieces of chaylev, so he has to bring two chatos for two pieces of chaylev.
So why in Kodesh you bring an Osham and a Chatas?
Yes.
On one helam?
And one achila of, and that's we're going to see, it's a chalalisser. But, yeah, so that the Gemara is going to discuss. But if you have on one piece, you have a chaylev and Kodesh, so you bring a chatas for that, and Osham Vadai, and yeah, the Gemara is not really going into Koilel, Moisef. Fine.
So it's one achila, but he brings two korban. One achila.
It brings three. He has to bring three korbanos. Two chatois, one for each piece, plus one osham. If two people ate them, So now each one has to bring a chatos, but not the asham on the kodesh according to the Tanna Kama, because you don't bring on a suffix. But each one brings a chatos because he's sure a chaylev. According to Rabbi Kiva, each one brings a chatos, but add the asham taloi. And no, not b'shutfus. And Reb Shimon says each one brings a chatos, and the asham is b'shutfus. I could do asham b'shutfus. Why bring two ashamas? Just one asham and do a shutfus. Each one brings a chatos. This is probably the trickiest case, because we have three surim here. Noiser is also three surim, but this is a little interesting. Again, each piece is chaylev, but the second piece is chaylev plus kodesh. So, and two people ate it. You don't know what you ate. You might have eaten just a chaylev, so you bring just the chatos. On the tzad that maybe you ate kodesh, according to Tanna Kama, you don't have to bring anything. It's a suffix milah, so you only bring a chatos. But on the tzad, but if you hold that you do bring on a suffix, so add asham tali. Each person says Rav Shimon. Why should each person bring asham tali b'suffix? Bring it together with shutfus. Rabbi Yossi is like Rabbi Kiva, because I didn't have room in the chart. No, he is like Rabbi Kiva. Each one should bring themselves. He can't bring b'shutfus.
Each one brings a chatas, and each one brings a asham.
Yeah, if he holds like Rabbi Kiva. By the way, no, if he holds like Rabbi Kiva, it's not so posh that he does. Right? We don't know. Right.
It's a double like a double tonight.
You're right. I shouldn't have put him next to Rabbi Kiva because I wasn't 100% sure. Next case, chatichas chaylev, v'chatichas chaylev kodesh. Now we're learning it inside. Maybe chatos, of course, he has to bring a chatos. Now what about the kodesh part? Tanna Kama holds you don't bring a asham talui on mi'ila. Rabbi Kiva oimer af asham talui, but Rabbi Kiva's mechulik, he holds you bring asham talui on mi'ila, suffix mi'ila. He ate both pieces. He ate a piece of chaylev and he ate a piece of chaylev that has kodesh to it. So now he for sure was over in all three. He did it in two halamas. That's not a problem. So since he did in two halamas, he's chayiv too. Maybe shtei chatois v'osham vadai. So that's the only little trick. That word shtei, he has to bring two chatois, not one chatos, two chatois for each piece individually. Plus he ate kodesh. He has to bring a osham vadai because he vadai ate kodesh. It's not a suffix. If two people did it, zeh maybe chatos, zeh maybe chatos. What about the kodesh part? The Tanna Kama doesn't care about the kodesh part. It's a suffix. Over here, you just have to stick in the word gam. First, of course, according to Rabbi Kiva, you have to bring a chatas each one. But in addition to that, you also have to bring a asham talui, each one, because each one had a suffix. Maybe ate a little bit of kodesh. Chaylev, they for sure ate 100% each one. But no, we're not at noiser yet. You're at noiser. We're at chaylev kodesh. Rabbi Shimon oimer zeh mevi chatos v'zeh mevi chatos u'shnei mevi asham echad. They could split by it b'shutfos the asham. Rabbi Yossi oimer en shnei mevi asham echad. Fine. Chatichas chaylev v'chatichas chaylev noisar. Last and final case. We have three isurim here. Now the difference is that everybody agrees that this is an isur that you bring a korban on. Even Tanna Kama holds that noisar is not a suffix. It's not you don't bring asham tali, you bring on a suffix, on noisar. That's the difference. So in Mela, if he ate one piece, according to everybody, he's chayiv a chatos and asham tali, because the asham tali is on the noisar, and chachamim hold, like every other aver in the world, if you have a suffix on an aver, you bring asham tali according to everybody. The only machlekes is in mi'ila, and noisar is not mi'ila. The Gemara is going to ask, why is it not mi'ila? Noisar is mi'ila. It's noisar is kodesh, and mi'ila should be mi'ila. It's Paksim Shava Pruta. Fine. If you ate both of them, according to everybody, you bring three. Because you ate a piece of chaylev, then you ate a piece of chaylev, that's two, and a noiser is third. Reb Shimon says, each one has to bring a chatas, that's pasha, because everybody ate a chaylev. And you bring, the third one it should say here. Everybody brings two chatos. The third one is a chatas b'shutfos on the noisar, because the suffix you don't know if you ate the noisar, so that should be b'shutfos. And that's the final case. Chatichas chaylev, chatichas chaylev noiser. What?
Why everybody 2 chatos?
Let's see. I think that's what? No, each one.
Why 2 chatos?
Hold on.
1 chatos.
You're right. Okay, so this is good. This is good. Each one ate one piece, 1 chatas. Correct. Chatichas chaylev noiser. Ochal achas mem ben yudev is mem ochal. Maybe chatas v'asham tali. So the asham tali goes on the noiser. Everybody agrees to that. Ochal is ashniyo. But if he ate both pieces, so that includes, right, that includes all 3 surim, maybe shalish chatos. The 3rd chatos is for the noiser, 2 for the chaylev, and 1 for the noiser. 2 people ate the 2 pieces. Maybe chatos v'asham toli, maybe chatos v'asham toli. Even Tanakama holds, in this case, you bring asham toli on the noiser. You bring 1 chatos and 1 asham toli. Each one brings 1 chatos, and then the 3rd one, the 3rd chatos that goes on the noiser, could come b'shutfos. And here he says it differently. He says, Kol chatos, shehi bo al chet, ein shnayim meviim oisa. So first of all, just remember this word, Kol chatos, shehi bo al chet. If you bring a chatos, you cannot bring it b'shutfos. What about Asham Talui? Is mashma you could. Asham Vadai. And then Rashi points out that on the word ba al chait, kolchadas, if it comes for a sin, what about a chadas that doesn't come for a sin? For instance, if a woman is giving birth, so she could bring b'shutvos. That he says about that. Now says the Gemara, Rav Nachman. It seems like he says only a chatas you don't bring b'shutfas. Hashim taloi ma'isi shneim. And if that's the case, how many tanakama? Maybe I'll say Rabbi Yossi argues with Tanakama that he holds that you need 2 pieces in front of you. So in the case where 2 people ate it, so yes, the first one has to bring Hashim tali, but the second guy doesn't have to bring Hashim tali because he didn't have 2 pieces in front of him. But Tanya, that can be Rabbi Yossi Omer, Zem maybe Hashim Talui, Zem maybe Hashim Talui. No. In the case of 2 people, each one brings Hashim Talui. You don't need 2 chatichos. Everybody holds here, that 1 piece is enough to create a suffix. Omaleo Kamash Malon, the man Tanakama Rabbi Yossi. Okay, it's a rare thing, but sometimes, even we had it in Chulin also, where the Mishnah was learned a certain way, and they weren't sure who said it, and they found out later. So instead of erasing the first part of the Mishnah, that's how people already got used to it, so they say it as is, and then at the end they stick it in. Oh, by the way, who is that Mandamas Rabbi Yossi?
Chart is Taka. You have to change it.
What?
Taka changed the chart.
That
You put with Kiva.
no, but sometimes he's the same. Sometimes there is no Tanakama in this chart. Here. There's no Tanakama here. You know what I mean? There's only room for 5 lines here. Chatichas chaylev, chatichas kodesh, chatichas chaylev, chatichas chaylev, kodesh. Chatichas chaylev, chatichas noiser. Omalei Rav Nachman. V'leisi nami osham vadai. On the last case of noisar, the noisar, the kodesh. What are we going to do with noisar? Noisar happens to be kodesh. So for that, you're moil. You should bring another asham. Omalei the lesbe shava pruta. We're talking about a case where the noisar doesn't have a pruta. Right? We learned you have to have a pruta. It could be mitzdaref over your lifetime, but you need a pruta. V'mikara the isbe shava pruta. Yeah, it's a kazayis, but the kazayis is not worth a pruta. Ask the Gemara. V'mikara in the 3rd case. Let's go to the 3rd case. Here, you have a case of chaylev and kodesh, and you're bringing asham vadai. If you ate both of them, you had a piece of chaylev and a piece of kodesh, and you ate both of them, what happens? According to everybody, you bring a chatos for the chaylev and a asham vadai for the kodesh. So it's a kazayis. All of a sudden now it's not a kazayis by noisar. Over there we're not talking about noisar. So it's worth a pruta. Shavi pruta. Over here it's noisar. As we're going to see, it's old. It's smelly. It's not fresh. It's a piece of kazayis this big, a piece of meat that stayed outside of the refrigerator, outside in the Beis Hamikdash overnight, in 120 degree weather. It's not worth the pruta.
Past the sell by.
Huh?
Past the sell by date.
Yeah, past the sell by date. That's what he said. If you.
Eat by date.
V'ho yesh oichel.
But if it's rotten meat, it's not
Now,
halal.
remember the famous Mishnah. Yesh oichel achila achas. There's a person who eats one food. Remember that Mishnah? We try to get all these isurim into one food. He was tamei. It was Yom Kippur. It was chaylev. It was noisar. Okay, noisar. So over there, the Ktani bein noisar, Viktani mevi arba chatois va'asham echad. Over there on the noisar, it says mefurish that you bring a asham, meaning that it was a Shabbat Pruta.
It's not that it's always not worth a Shabbat Pruta.
Okay.
It's not worth a Shabbat Pruta.
Why in our Mishnah yes, and in our Masech in a different Mishnah not? Amalei, that's your teretz basically. Ahi begasa.
That L'chura says nice in no such way as nice being Shabbat Pruta.
Still feel that you eat a dog and get
So
hungry.
Rashi says.
No way. Why not? If it's a whole animal.
Look at Rashi, but you can't. We wouldn't need it. Look at Rashi. Rashi says the Tani. Where is it? The Tani noiser, the Tani Hashem Eilis.
I'll make a noise to show. In the Mishnah, there is a Mishnah that talks about it. Not that there is, of course. Why wouldn't the piece of meat that's 2 days old not worth for dogs? I could sell it for Kereisos. I don't know what. Okay, but we're talking about the shavi. How much did you steal? You shouldn't use it, but how much did you take from Beis Hamikdash? I don't know. He ate a lot. He ate a lot. The Gemara says before, he ate a lot, so he used up more than a bruto. And by us, or maybe I don't know what the gears is, whatever it says on the side. By us, it's not that much. Or another pshat is ahibi moisak shamim, hachim moisachama. It's a shaila of whether it was refrigerated or not refrigerated, smelly or not smelly.
Winter or summer.
Ochal echad is. Going back to the last case, and there's noisar. Omar Rabbi Rav Nachman. Umi Omar Rabbi Shimon Isur Chalal Isur. That you have a here. Last case is chaylev and noisar, right? How does the noisar go on top of the chaylev? You have one piece of chaylev and one piece of chaylev and noisar. So it started out as a chaylev. 2 days later, or 1 day later, it becomes also noisar. But it already has chaylev. It is chaylev. It already has the issur d'oraisa to eat. How do you add another issur to it? If it's already in the vela and then you want to add Yom Kippur, which is very chomer on top of it, patur. So we already had this teretz. It's two separate pieces. It's the kidney and that little layer of fat that's on top of the kidney. So the kidney, you're over on Isar. And the fat, you're over on Chaylev. Now, this is something you put on the Mizbeach, right? The kidney. That goes with the little layer of fat that we saw in the demonstration, the Shechita demonstration. Little nice blanket over the kidney. There's another problem. Since it's a murim, so it has to be on the mizbeach. It's oilin. You're not allowed to benefit from it. How do you add the isser of noiser on top of the isser of oilin?
Right, is that third Isra in Chaylev and Isra?
Yeah. If you're talking about a kidney.
Yeah.
Also, we went from a piece of meat to a piece of kidney. A kidney is something you put on the mizbech. You put on the mizbech, it has the hilchas oilin. It belongs in the mizbech, nowhere else. You can't eat it. You can't consume it. If you eat it, you're over. Perhaps noisar is chal on oilin. V'nevela disur kalu. Nevela is only a lav. V'yom kippurim disur chomer hu. Yom Kippur cannot be added on top of the Isser, even a lighter Isser, such as a lav of Nevela. It doesn't work. You're potter if you try to put Yom Kippur on top of it. Ella, says the Gemara, Bekachim gali rachmane dasi Isser chal al Isser. Kachim is different. Isser could be chal on another Isser, even though it was chaylev. Later on comes noisar, and it adds itself to the Isurim. The Sanya. It says in the pasuk, if somebody's tamei and he eats a piece of shlamim, asher Lashem, l'rabbis is imurim, even pieces that go to Hashem, asher Lashem, that if you eat it, the imurim that's supposed to go on the mizbeach, you get kares. Ve'imurim koyalayu be'isur oilin. So you already have the isur of oilim. V'chelev koyalayu b'isur kares. Now I could add the isur of chelev on top of the isur of oilin to give you kares, because he is a tumo chaylalei. And another is the isur tumo goes on top of that. Teida shekenhu. The Rebbe Svir, I'll prove it to you that by Kachim is different. The Rebbe Svir lei Isur Chalal Isur. Usually he holds Isur Chalal Isur. Vani mili Isur Chomer al Isur Kal. Only a very, like an Isur Moisev kind of, not Moisev, but you're adding a Chumrah to it. Aval Isur Kal al Isur Chomer loi. Rebbe holds that you can't add a lighter Isur on top of a more Chomer. Ube Kachim Shemina lei the Omar Isur Kal Isur Chomer Nami Chayil. However, Rebbe himself, who holds that typically you can't put a lighter Isser on an existing strong Isser, in Kachim will hold that you can put a lighter Isser on top. So in Mela, we're also going to hold that in Kachim you can put an Isser on top of Isser. The Isser Me'ila Kalu. To be Mayel, it's a simple. You only get Misa. You only get Misa B'dei Shomayim. But Rashi points out, and why is Karas any different? Karas is also Misa. So what's the difference? Mitzvah de Shomayim and Kares, they're both the same. So Rashi says, Kares you bring a carbon on a shaygin. So it shows you that's a stronger Misa, more Chomer. Visur Kachim, Isur Chomer. So you have Me'ila and you have Kachim, which is Kares.
By accident, by showing you don't.
No.
The difference for those is 60s.
Right. When exactly does it happen? 60s, younger, children also included. The kids are, it's more chomer. Is a chomer, misa v'izah gachim, is a chomer kares. Vasi is a misa, this of mi'ila, chayla is a kares. It's chal on top of kachim. What's the difference, Rabbi Isai? If you're already dead, you're dead. So what's the difference? You have misa v'izah shomayim on top of kares. The guy's dying.
It could affect your children.
No, it depends. They're talking about where you get buried.
Oh, you heard what Yaakov says? Cheater.
Gee, come on, what are you looking at the time?
You're allowed to cheat. Okay, fine. You learned this daf before?
No.
That's a good one. Okay, fine. Rumoichel this time. So there's a difference in Sanhedrin. It talks about where you get buried. Certain Rishonim get buried in this plot. It depends what kind of misas bezdin you get. Different misas bezdins get different plots. Bigger rishos. I'm not as big a rush as you. I don't want to be buried next to you. I only got skila. You got sreifa, whatever.
That's not the reason for it.
That's what it says. Azishta.
The reason is because.
Here comes a
Because normally when somebody gets buried, right,
Yeah.
it's a leasehold. The ship will come. So a real Rosh doesn't have to get a mason. So
No, but these people-
a freehold will be buried forever. They have to pay more.
Oh, I knew it was one of those. Okay. No, but it's not true though. They're both getting up Tchis Hamesim. There's slightly Rishayim, but it doesn't say the En Lechelik Le'em Haba. The Sanya Rebbe Oimer Kol Chelev LaShem LeRabbi Simurim Kachim Kalim LeMi'ilo UMi'ilo Isur Misa. Mila gets only Misa B'dei Shomayim. V'kol Chayel Al Isur Chelev Isur Karesu. Shma Mino B'Kachim Gali Kura. There's a special halacha B'Kachim that Isur Chal Isur. But Tanya, you're telling me that Reb Shimon holds that Isur Chal. Right. Even if you hold Ein Isur Chal Isur, Reb Shimon is going to hold in Kachim Isur Chal Isur. But as the Gemara, the Reb Shimon doesn't hold that. Reb Shimon Oimer Ein Pigol Ba'oilin. Oilin is a lighter Isur, and if you eat Pigol off the Imurim, you have a Imurim that has an Isur of Oilin because it has to go. It's Imurim. It's a kidney, let's say, that goes in the mizbeach. But the kohen had in mind he's going to eat it 3 days later, so it's Pigol. And when you ate it, you're not chayiv on the Pigol. You're potter on the Pigol. Why? Because Ein Isur Chalal Isur. Vein Noisar Boilin. And you can't add the Isur Noisar on Oilin because Ein Isur Chalal Isur. You're right. It's a good kasha, but we have to say that Reb Shimon on the one hand holds that Ishul Chal Isser and Kachim, and somebody else in his name says Ein Ishul Chal Isser. Digidam Reb Kachim Ishul Chal Isser, Digidam Reb Kachim Nami Ein Ishul Chal Isser. Well, the Mando Amar Reb Kachim Nami Ein Ishul Chal Isser, but according to the Mando it says Ein Ishul Chal Isser. Kochel Hashem. What are you going to do with the pasuk? We brought Kochel Hashem. The Rabbi Simur Kachim Kalam Limila. We said we had this 7 lines ago that it tells you that Isur Chal Isur by Kachim, but you ain't Isur Chal Isur. So what are you going to do with this Kochel Hashem? Moikim lo bevladi Kachim, the Kosavri Vladi Kachim b'Aviyasmiyu. We had a machloikus. When is the offspring of Kachim? When does it become Kachim? Does it become Kachim in its mother's stomach, or as it comes out into the world? So in this case, as it comes out into the world, the Isur Chaylev is not in the mother's stomach. The Isur Chaylev happens when it's born. So when it's born, it becomes Kachim, and it becomes Isur Chaylev at the same second. So it becomes Isur Mi'ila, Isur Chaylev simultaneously. And that's what the pasuk is coming to tell us, that you're Chayav HaMi'ila in this case. Like Kachim B'Aviyazim Yugdoshim, the Tarvayu, Bahadodi, Osu, Hadrun, Aloch, Dam Shchito. נתן, מכיוון שאתה יושב כאן, אני מזכה אותך. שכוח. Yeah, what?
Oilen
Yeah.
is almost a branch of Leila. You're depriving either the Kohanim or the Mizbeach.
No, there's no Mi'ila once past a certain stage. Once it's at that stage, there's no Mi'ila. Because it already goes to Kohanim, it's already... Now you have an Isser that it belongs to the Mizbeach. Nothing to do with Mi'ila. Mi'ila is that you're taking away from the Beis HaMikdash. Now you're not taking away from the Beis HaMikdash, you're taking away from the Mizbeach. It's different. You won't bring a Chaimish, for instance. You're over Isser, but that's it. You don't bring a Asham and a Chaimish. Zog the Mishnah. Hamevi Asham Talui v'noida lo yishalei chata. Right? A guy brings Asham Talui because he has no idea if he was over an Isser. So he brings the Asham Talui to the Beis HaMikdash, but right before they shechted it, somebody says, hey, by the way, you're not over. You ate a piece of meat. I remember, I'm the one that was over. You're good. So what do you do with this carbon Asham Talui? So there's a 3-way machlokes here. Remeir says that the only reason why you brought this carbon is because you thought you made a mistake. When you find out you didn't make a mistake, so what happens? Retroactively, it goes back to where it came from. It's nothing. It's chulin, 100% chulin. Why psh? Chachamim is psh. But Chachamim oimrim, yirachi yistoev, no, it still has kedusha to it. V'yimacher v'yiblu dam l'v'nedava. Do you know why? Yeah, but you found that it was a mistake. What do? You brought the Beis HaMikdash, you didn't shecht it yet. So Chachamim are going to say, unbelievable svara, we have to understand what they say. You hear Chachamim say, Liboy Noikfai, a person is nervous, his heart is beating, so he brings a carbon regardless, he just brings it, he wants it to happen. Now, if he finds out it's already too late. He made it 100% kodesh without any cheshbainas. Liboy Noikfai. Reb Lezer Omer, by the way, I found out that what you said yesterday about a guy that brings besafek, it's like a rabbinic yoin or something. The Rishonim talking about it. Reb Lezer Omer yikrav she'im enoi ba chet zeh harei ba chet acher. Says Reb Lezer, look, we all talk lashon hara, we all do. So you have a Asham Tali, just bring it. You need to bring it like Baba and Buddha used to bring every day, because him on his darga he thought he was over on something. Im mishenishchat noidaloi, but once you shechted it, then you found out. Yishopech Adam. Now, there's a difference. No. Oh. If you found out before you shechted it that you don't have to bring it, then it's chulin ba'azara. But you already shechted it not knowing. So the shechita was done well. Now it's a whole different category. This is called pasul carbon. Carbon pasul. A big difference. What do you do with a carbon that's pasul? You got to burn it. Because if it's like you said, Noam, that it's chulin ba'azara, which there is a case later on, then you cover. Difference. You cover or you sarif. This is not chulin ba'azara, because when you shechted it, you had the right to shecht it. You just found out that retroactively, it shouldn't have been brought, so now you pass out the carbon. Nizrak Adam, but everything was done. Everything was proper. Yachal, because now it was a proper carbon completely. You did the zrika, and then only afterwards you found out. Now you can't retroactively remove everything. Even if you didn't do zrika, yizarek ba'abasar yachal, says Rashi, kol ha'omer l'zarek yizarek dam, big chiddush. I don't know when you say it, when you don't say it, but in this case we're saying it's as if he did the zrika, and memela habasar yachal. Asham Vadai came. When I have to bring Asham Vadai or whatever it is, and Asham Gzeilos, or whatever case it is that I bring Asham Vadai. Actually, Nishchat, until you did the Shchita Yetzev Yerubeider. Mishin Nishchat, even over here, Chachamim are going to say that everybody admits that it's Chulin. Why? Because over here he doesn't have the Libu Noigfai. Over here, he's not on a suffix. He's not nervous. He's not being, maybe I did Avera. He knows he did an Avera. He knows he did an Avera, so he brings the carbon on that Avera. And then when he finds out that it wasn't Avera, boom, it becomes retroactive. Over here, you don't have the nervin. He's doing it bevadai, and then when he found out that his vadi is off, how is he cover? Because then, mishenishchat, how is he cover? Because now it's chulun ba'azaro. Nizrak Adam Haboso Yetzilis Reifa, and this the Gemara is going to say is actually stira to what we just said you cover. So therefore, it's two different Amoraim Tanoim. Tavra Misha Shanazu LeShanazu. Shor Niskal. Einokein. You have this poor ox that was wrongly accused of killing a human being. So they bring him into they have to do skila. Actually, in this case, once we find out that it was wrong, the dead guy that he supposedly killed shows up, Shalom Aleichem, Baharug Baraglev, it never happened. So the whole Shar Niskal doesn't begin. The poor Shar goes out. He's regular. Mishaniskal, and if he was stoned for no reason, wrongly, Mutter Bahana, because it's not a real Shar Niskal. Because this is not a carbon anymore. Now we're not going with machshavas, and he really meant to bring it up. What? It's not. Yeah, it's not. Yeah, but I'm talking about in the heter no. Egla rufa, but it's mutar b'hano. We're not talking about eating. Hano. Just to sell the whatever is worth for the dogs, the hide. Egla rufa came. So we have a suffix. Which city? Where did the Ritzach come? We find a dead person in between the two cities. They bring a egla rufa. Now the Ritzach was found. They did an investigation. They found the guy. Actually, nerfa takes it to Rebeider, so there's no egla rufa anymore. We found the guy. Mishin nerfa, but once we do arifas, the head, the whole thing, to cover b'mekoyma shasavik ba mitchila. This is unbelievable. You had a suffix, so you killed the egla. Then you find out 3 days later that it's not a suffix. But she came to be mechaper the suffix that we had in that day. That day we did have a suffix. So she accomplished what she needed to accomplish. You have to bring a kapara for the suffix. Lemaisa, we found that it's not a suffix. It's too late. There was a need for a carbon for that suffix. And therefore, shal suffix ba mitchila kibro suffix sveika b'holchala. B'may pligi, we could do this in 1 minute, Rabbi Yisai. Rabbi Meir Sava kivin leit tzarich leiloi magdish lei. We spoke out this svara. Mi kara retroactively, it's not kodesh. Rabban Zav mitoch shalibo noikvoi goymeru magdish. Tana, this is interesting. Bein shenoid leishachata. It doesn't matter if you found out that he owes a carbon because he really did the chet. Ubein shenoid leishachata. Pligi remei v'rabbanon. Benoid leishachata. If you found out that he did a chet and really has to bring another carbon, Rabbi Meir, he owes a carbon, but not this one. Nevertheless, Rameir says it goes out and it's completely chulin. But when he knew that he wasn't chayte for sure, even though there's no chet, he was nervous. Good Shabbos is at 5:30 before mincha in Bnei Yeshivas. 5:30 in the afternoon. Shkoyach. How were you able to go ahead? He's like, as I'm